second game of today. It's Soin versus Lucifer. We determine the opponents of Infi and TH. The winner goes up against Infi, the loser goes up against TH. And here are your contestants. Both from South Korea. Both in pretty decent shape at the moment, I feel. Oh boy, is this annoying. Both in pretty good shape. We start on Turtle Rock, which is a good map for both, I guess. A little better for the undead, for the orc nowadays with a strong Blade Master. 73% versus Lucifer. Okay, so it is kind of the favorite here, with very decent results versus undead in general, with very decent results against Lucifer. But Lucifer on good days can beat almost everyone. And let's see if it's such a day. Altar is finished, it's a DK first. On the other side, we see a Blade Master come out. No surprises here in the early stages. Overlay was bugged, is better now. And now the colors are correct as well. So, someone from A1 did win the EWCL, I guess, for fourth time in a row recently. So very good team spirit within the Koreans in general, and Lucifer is part of that squad as well. Not as close as Soin, Chimiko, Sok and Lawlight are, but still part of the gang. Same as Focus, I guess. So, early Fiends with a DK, more creeping. In general, this matchup is quite slow early and then explodes into action. You have a lot of time to explain stuff in the early or talk about the players, and then at the end it's just action. That's pretty cool for a caster. But, yeah, we'll see. Soin super aggressive right from the start, crept one spot and now he's +5 with the best items he could get from them. And this will be hard for Lucifer. It's quite known now that he goes for the shop, but if the shop is between your base and your opponent's base, then you must know or anticipate that the Blade Master is there. And with the end snares, this is so hard to keep your Fiends alive now. Damage from the creeps, damage from the Blade Master has 3 more Windwalks. And damage is already spread amongst the Fiends, and that's really what you want as an orc. Because, of course, there's Coil, you can heal single targets, but if you spread the damage, one of the Fiends will die sooner or later. But it gives him some time, but this was wasted time for Lucifer. Not a single point of experience, just taking damage. And it's okay for the Blade Master to hang back. He has a decent inventory, he will creep a lot later. Early War Mill could be because he has the resources, or he's thinking of a Lucifer tower push. Which is quite meta. Like, no, it's not meta. It's not that unusual anymore for undeads to go for a tower push, especially if positions are close. Cloak of Shadows is decent. No last hit here from Soin, so at least some experience. Oh, he comes in, boop, steals it, close to level 2. Soin could really be, if he has enough dedication, the next breakout player. He's kind of fighting with Chimiko over this spot as the most improved player recently, in my opinion. Getting better and better results, same as Chimiko, who presented great micro to us. Nice, and now he's stealing even more items and experience from Lucifer's side. Like, we have Life as the new best Night Elf, we have Chimiko for the humans as an uprising star, and romantic, of course. For the orcs we have Soin. All we need is a new undead. Maybe TBC could be one of them. He's laddering quite hard. But still, he's certainly not even remotely close to a level of Soin and Chimiko. Mental is sweet. Who even uses a coil because he thinks that the Blade Master is around, but he's not. Lucifer did a good job in keeping those 2 hurt Fiends around, not exposing them to the Blade Master. But there's not too much close to his base that really gives him something, especially items are all gone on his quarter of the map, except the big turtle camp, which you don't want to take. Tier 3 tech immediately, it's a Shadowhunter second, so he's fine so far, and he got a Fiend there after the use of a few Windwalks. So level 2 in a bit, it's okay. He would love to have level 3, but he decided to go for more aggression and less creeping. But he always gets those little pickups. And this is all on Lucifer's side. So you don't really want to go out early on, because you need statues for healing. There's gonna be end snare, there's gonna be hex, you can run into a very aggressive orc and then you lose a lot on tier 2. So usually you have to wait for tier 3 until your orb is there. And the statues are there. And then it's working. But so it is, like, he knows exactly what Lucifer's doing. He was there when he crept the shop, he's now there when he wanted to creep the sea turtle. It's a lich second, by the way. No big surprise here. But yeah, you see, Shadowhunter is not creeping at the moment. He's hanging around for hex.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pickups. He could go for the red spot, which is kind of easy to take, especially with hex against the troll, the big one. And he's scouting with the raider because they are so fast. So at the moment, I think Soin is doing everything almost perfectly. Reinforced defenses, more raiders. Tier 3 is done. And his levels are okay-ish compared to the undead levels. They are definitely better. He's still suffering from 1-1. But yeah, finally he can go for the shot, man. This took forever. Like 5 minutes later than he wanted it to be.
Player's forces are under
and Soin gets vision here. This vision is of course way more important. This clause is nice for the lich. So finally aura. That helps a little against this raider scout. On the other side, talisman of evasion. There's certainly claw is better. It's certainly the claw is better. Takes a little lumber out of Lucifer with his raider harass, and he needs a lot of lumber for tier 3. With the destroyer upgrade and all. Or pillage again. We don't see double bestiary, and it's an early TC. So I don't think he's gonna play this mass raider stuff, especially the one bestiary. Suggests it. Shadowhunter level 2, Blade Master level 3. This is usually the time where he goes into Windwalk 2 and is just an annoying magpie. Steals everything that's shiny. You know? But he's... okay, this is the first thing that I think is not ideal. I mean, of course you're aiming for a level 4 Blade Master for this level 2 critical strike, but levels on your second and third here are way more important now. These little attacks, guerrilla attacks, become a lot more powerful with more raiders. Again, taking a hit on the lumber intake. Ooh, a little macro mistake by Lucifer here. The statue is blocked because he's supply stuck. He's not even building the next ziggurat. Oh, damn. This is a delayed destroyer. He finally realizes it. Gives up the statue for the upgrade. But is it upgrade? Okay, yes, yeah. Upgrade before the second statue. So it's basically useless. Rope of the Magi for the Shadowhunter is fantastic as well. And the levels... oh boy, the Lich is nice. The levels of the undead heroes, not that great to be honest. Being scouted again and again and again.
A player's forces are under attack.
But as I said, very slow game here. Headhunters coming. Upgrade for the Headhunters should be next in line. That's great. Ah, big invo. Okay, cool. So, Dark Ranger third, silence on all three heroes. Very good engagement! And the Blade Master close to falling, man. 8 HP. Lucifer out of nowhere. Forcing Soin back. And, yeah, this expansion. It will not come through. Not at all. No chance. Oh boy, what a silence, man. It's like Lucifer just woke up or something. But Miss Rally of the statue didn't pay attention, but the raiders seem to be everywhere, so it's very easy for Soin to get the end snare on them. And then follow it up with a kill. So that was his only statue. What was the only statue doing there? I don't get it. Upgrade is finished though, but you don't want to fight without destroyers. Coil Nova still a very risky thing here though. He does have the mana for one Coil Nova action. Headhunters are now upgraded.
A player's forces
And
are
more
under
peons.
attack.
And TP out immediately. Understandable. Can we get a stomp? Ah, don't need it. The ghouls didn't mine for 2 minutes. Alright. Total resource. Oh yeah. 200 lumber. Less. No unit techs on Lucifer's side. 1-0 already for Soin. He had this strategy, as we mentioned before, against 1-0 with double beastery. Ooh, close to throat. Double beastery, early upgrades, and then pillage attacks. But yeah, Claws plus 12 on the Blade Master is fantastic. On the other side, just a crystal ball, but he gets level 3 here. And cool. Gets level 2 on the Dark Ranger as well, so the Black Arrow is available. A little more damage, and the synergy kind of starts. Needs level 4 on the Lich, but then the Dark Ranger creates the skeletons, the Lich eats it, so it's Nova time. Another Watchtower to secure this expansion. And I think he's giving Soin too much time. Of course caused by the late statues. Scroll of the Beast is really good. Plus, what was it? Plus 5 on the Fiends? Maybe plus 6. And there's no Dispel, so can't really get rid of it. But the Blade Master is a beast. He has a trifecta now. He's kind of tanky-ish with a talisman. Oh boy, if he sees this, and if Lucifer starts this, this could be a bad creep check. But he has Banshees. The Blade Master won't be super overwhelming with Curse. He needs a... yeah, okay. Casted a Curse on that Banshee before she dies, so damage output significantly lowered. Kodo Beast focused and killed. Scroll of the Beast being used. And this is, as I said, a magnificent upgrade. Plus 8 it is on the Fiends. On the Lich is plus 26. And what a stomp! He's trying to split a few Fiends away. But again, no statue here for these Fiends. They are not hurt. They are not healed. And they fall now. Decent dish engagement. Another Stomp hitting so much. Shadowhunter is still there with another heal wave. But how long can he last against this? More and more stuff falls. The TC almost around it, saves himself with a third stomp of this fight. But pretty impressive how Lucifer took this without a destroyer while being creepjacked. Soin took his time to get the towers up and the expansion is close to follow. But Lucifer, on the other side, is expanding for quite a while, so this fight was pretty good for him to distract. And now he gets this spot as well. A lot of giant strength for him, level 3 and 4. And now, with Dog Ritual, he eats the skeletons and has a lot more Nova than before. But it's a tiny Great Hall. Lucifer, he doesn't even have to react. He just has to make sure that his expansion is coming through. We don't see a transition to Walkers, so he's playing it without Dispel. And that expansion is of course slow and expansive, but against a tiny Great Hall, it's okay, I guess. Resource-wise, at least. This Blade Master could carry in the late, though. But not with this Creepjack! It's a good position for the Undead, so the melee units can't really attack. And of course, the creeps are hitting him. So Lucifer is trying to get this giant sea. It's one of the last creep spots on the map. Both were pretty quick in this. Oh, Pendant of Energy. Very, very nice for the decay. 2 additional coils. 2 additional saves. 2 additional fiends, most likely. Another Banshee gets caught. Is there a master upgrade already? I don't think so. He stays on the initiate. A lot of units in Soen's base. That's 9 supply. Just waiting.
Is under siege.
And cutting reinforcements. Well, in the main, the Raiders are doing the job. No crypt anymore. Means no fiends. And this one gets eaten. Kind of needs to snipe it. Blade Master, though, invested Invo Potion is gone. And now a TP. It's an easy escape. Either TP. Ah, Soen. Oh, 1 kill. Okay, could have gotten the second one. Soen wants to go for the base race now. Thinking that Lucifer can never have an expansion, so he wants to bleed him dry. Those trades are usually good for the Orc, as he has additional income. Not so much here in this game. Invo Potion on Lich and Decay. Nothing on the Dark Ranger. She's naked. But he needs more damage against his expansion if he wants to crack it. But there's no need for him to crack it. He can just defend. How about high-level Orc heroes, though? Are they stronger than the Undead heroes? Depends a little on the items, but both items are good. A lot of survivability and consumables on Soen's side. Very gentle person, by the way. Soen really is the gentleman of the scene, I feel. Like, from being around him. Lolite is the troll. Focus is the sleepy dude. And Soen is the gentleman. But here we go. He won't be that gentle with Lucifer here. Catching a fiend immediately, but Windwalk number 2. There's 2 Banshees here. And Curse on the Blade Master. We didn't see too many misses, but now 2 in a row. Storm is okay as long as he hits the decay. There's no coil. That's alright. But the Dark Ranger completely out of position there. As I said, she's naked. First coil has already been thrown. Hex on the decay to prevent this, but he swapped over the Invo Potion and therefore saving the Dark Ranger. Disengagement by Lucifer now. 2/2/2 critical strikes, man. They seem to be overwhelming, and now, what's it called? Berserk enabled. A lot more damage. And Lucifer, again, has the TP. He wasn't fully mining for a long time, but now he sits at 66. And reinforcements coming immediately, including a Abomination. Soen could easily go for Walkers, but he has lumber issues. 800 gold, only barely 50 lumber. So yeah, the Banshee's still on the initiative. Oh, that Shadow Hunter a little out of position, a little too far forward. But he does have Heal Wave if the silence wears off. There we go. Another Stomp as well, but I don't think the greatest position. The Abomination tanking a lot of damage, but sniped out fairly fast. Same goes for the Kodo. And she's dead. So, no. Oh, he still has a second. No, now it's gone. I was wondering where the buff was still on, but it's just a little Warcraft delay. DK in trouble. Invo Potion on the Blade Master can't be slowed down anymore. Forces the 4th town portal. And Soen has so many headhunters, I don't even know if it's worth it to go for so many of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 9 headhunters or so. And now he sees the expo, he sees the towers, and he sees like, oh damn, this one is going for quite a while. Should have prioritized it more. And another TP. This is the 5th TP, 1,500 gold. Does he want to take that fight? Barely has any blockers. Nice Nova hitting 4 units. As I said, it's just a Nova machine with Dark Ritual. Level 4.5. He's getting close to 5.
A player's forces are under attack.
3 Banshees. I think he should go for Master. Does he have the time for it? 64 supply, of course, not ideal. He needs supply. And he needs something against these Troll Berserkers. Like, usually AoE is enough. But apparently here it's not. Again, a few headhunters out of position, but the TC comes in. This is gonna be big if he storms here. Yep, that was sweet. Usually Fiend focus with Lich is enough to kill the headhunters. As you can see, they fall like flies, but there's so many of them. And especially if they snipe the statues, man. He can't last too long in the fight. It's like 50-50 thing between crit and miss. Abomination down again. Oh, epicenter stomp! He just has to get it. By the way, there's no endurance. Alright, shockwave second. Must be a mistake, I feel. Another stomp hitting 3. And he's just cleaning house. There is too much damage. TC is almost dying there. But got a little healing and the heal wave. Level 5 on the blade, level 4 on the TC. Will he go for aura now? I think he should. And again a townfall. The 6th one by Lucifer. He spends more time in a townfall than on the battlefield. And I guess this must have been the end, man. 39 supply. He's expanding again as the main gold mines are down. So it's 2 base versus 1 at the moment. Did he move over with the acolytes already? No, it's just 1. Here comes the rest. So if he can buy more time, then it might be his game to take, but of course Soin knows. Well, there's an expansion. I need to kick it. And then it should be fine. 8,100 here and 6,200 here. Lucifer will camp, most likely. There's nothing to creep. If this expansion falls, it's okay as long as this one's running and this one's better protected, so he will force fights here. Also better positions there. Thank you, Quinn Jiffy, for a 3-month resub. And yeah, so in seems like he wants to end it. The critical strike just got a lot better. 4-time damage multiplier. And there's no curse yet. Only one okay, second Banshee's coming in now. Even the ghouls are here to help. But 344 critical strike. This is madness. That must have been the highest roll. What can you do? The Dark Ranger in trouble and stun. 3-8 critical strike after it. No silence anymore. And yeah, even with curse, this is not handleable. Stun again. He's killing so much I can't even cast it that fast. And there's no TP this time. He town portaled like 7 times. Double kill on the Raiders though. But that's just too much. That is just way too much. And the DK falls as well. This must be GG. As only the Lich remains alive. And you have no solution against the critical strike. So it wins game 1. And yeah, as I said in the mid game, I think Lucifer is giving him too much time. And that's the issue with the expansion. Like if you rely on your expo but lose every single fight and lose so much gold to town portals. Like that was 2,000 gold lost to town portals. Thanks to Soin's good attacks, well-timed attacks. And this is what happens, and you can't catch up if the Orc has an expansion as well. By the way, this is the Asian race of GCS, the Asian qualifier. Our European qualifier starts this Saturday. You can sign up at gcseu.backtowarcraft.com. Please do so. We need a strong lineup. Let's see how many people signed up already. We have 43 only. That's not too many. I would love to see at least 70. We have Edo in, we have Chechi in. Who else is there? Corrupt, Razorman, Imperious? Scott? Todd? I would love to see Todd in the qualifier there. And Starshaped. So far, a lot of players missing from the open qualifier. Competition isn't too high yet. We will cast it, of course, as well. Thank you, Sisao, for the nice comment. Second game should start immediately, and it did already, so just a little 2 minutes before we start into game number 2. Thank you, Gula25, for the sub. Once again, to all of our subs, we do have some issues with the Twitch messages. Usually we send you a Twitch message with the replays that we cast. This is a little buggy at the moment, so if you want your replays, please join our Discord. Connect your Discord account with your Twitch account. It's super easy. Then you get access to our subscriber channel, and there we post all links to replays. So you can also download replays of the past, which is quite helpful. Chimiko 10WFZ, wow. Really cool to see Chimiko and Soen striving at the moment. And Romantic is 1-0 over Lin? What is going on in Group B? What the hell is going on in Group B? It's unbelievable. No vote tomorrow, man. Tomorrow I'm picking the groups. Can I join this already? No. Why are we not watching the game? Okay. This is what I do. This is the NetEase client. So, I go to Lucifer here. The game has started. I go game watching. Okay, and now it works. Oh, damn it! Usually there's a message like this game can't be accessed because it's under protection. But, alright. Now it was just the timing. I wanted to show you something and now I look like an ass clown. Wah! Cast is curse. So, 1-0 for Soen. He could make it into the winner bracket right now where Infi is waiting. And then it would be the eternal battle of TH versus Lucifer where things are always looking very, very good for Lucifer for TH historically. There we go. Map number 2. Yeah, it's good that you have fun in chat. It's good. So, Ancient Isles it is. Stop skipping the start. Dude, you seem like you have no idea what you're talking about. If you use NetEase watch function, then the game is already forwarded. I can't do anything against it. So, don't rage. I'm sorry, but this is just how it is. So, DK first. And fast hero for him. So a little bit of harassment. I've heard the game, you showed stats. Okay, if that's the problem, then I have to do production. That means I have to switch a scene in OBS. That means I have to check if the resource tool is working. That means I have to check if the players have the right races. And then if everything is correct, I can go in-game. That's the process here. And since I'm alone, I do have to talk during that time as well. It's all not that easy. I'm not here sitting, chilling, and talking a bit. I'm doing a lot of multitasking here. 500 APM Neo confirmed. So, Lucifer with the DK, of course, in his signature, great. Heading over, but he wants... What does he want? He can coil this peon and get the kill fairly easy. But the rod is... Okay, he's in the burrow now, so he's safe. Very rare to see an immediate peon harass. I mean, it's a one burrow attack. It's only a Blade Master plus one grunt. You can't really do too much against it. Very cool idea by Lucifer to punish it that way. People are figuring out how to punish this one burrow attack. That could be dangerous in the future for the orcs. Like, this is what got them closer to equal matchups. Against human, they are able to defend tower rushes better. Against night elves, they are able to, like, with that attack, it's not, the tier 2 tech is, push is not that hard against night elves with the one burrow attack. And against undeads, they can keep up with the tech. But if every race finds a solution against this one burrow attack, they will start to struggle again. As humans do already with the Firelord Tower push. Don't tell me when to rage. Okay. Okay. So this harassment did accomplish a little bit. I think 2 peons died, so there's not too much lumber. Still going for the war mill, this will make up for it. I wonder if it's mass raiders this time, as the attacks are coming in like more frequently on this map. This looks like feeding skeletons. Nah, it's not too many. I mean, this is just an idea. It's not like the ultra solution. Soen's game is not ruined or anything. But it's just a different approach, which I always like to see, testing new stuff and throwing people off of their game plans. It's always a good idea. On this map, of course, laboratory quite close to the base. So zappers are a possibility. Orcs aren't struggling at all. What? Yeah, I said if the other races find a solution for this one burrow attack, then orcs struggle. That's what I said. And I think that is a pretty normal statement. So, tier 2 is finished. Early sacrificial pit, like super early. And tier 3, no, like pit before the slaughterhouse. And this pit is quite lumber intensive, so it does delay stuff for sure. Lucifer is very passive here. Creeping stuff close to his base after the initial harassment with the DK. Slaughterhouse is coming now, so stat use are delayed for Soen tier 3 is on the way as well. He goes again for the tier 3 without the double bestiary. And Healthstone. Healthstone is nice. And Soen again, like, same as on Turtle Rock, he steals a lot of experience away from Lucifer's side of the map. And I think that's a good idea. He has all the time in the world. Lucifer's army without... He has frost armor now, but still no stat use. So, I feel that with this army he has, especially with Hex, and soon Ensnare, he has map control on tier 2, and he's using that really well. Like, to an extent I've rarely seen before. Neo predicts the chat and records his commentary accordingly. Yeah, that's what I do. Also, always using the raiders to scout. This is kind of new. Like, Night Elves do it. What? Gargoyle? Ah, he was expecting a Zeppelin harass early. That means he expected Raiders as well. Lucifer, by the way, only mining with 4 Acolytes. He misclicked the Acolyte going back. And that's already 500 gold that he didn't get. Still not noticing it. This is bad. This is really
A player's
bad.
forces are under attack.
Gargoyles can of course easily cancel heal selves and clarities, so it's okay. It doesn't do damage at all though. But what I wanted to say is that Raiders for scouting, that helps a lot. Night Elves do it with Dryads sometimes, the Undead does it with Skeletons of course, humans can send Peasants. He's close to level 3 here. He really wants to engage into this fight. I don't know if that's not too early, now that the statue is out. Trading Fiends against Raiders is not ideal. But yeah, on Lucifer's side, you're willing to take this fight any day of the week. With a statue there. Lich is out of mana. That's okay. Trying to get some damage up, but there's still the health. No, the health in the zone. Blade Master, of course, but there's still a town portal. Good fight for the Undead. Someone has a vision here. And Lucifer has vision here. So he sees when the Raiders are coming through. I guess he has vision here. Let's see. What he covers. He covers so much. This is Lucifer's vision. Like, what? Really cool. Could cover both. So with his early sacrificial pit, I thought maybe he's going for worms, but doesn't seem to be that way. Dark Ranger again third. But TC only level 1, Shadowhunter only level 2. This is not where Zone wants to fight another Nova, man. He's throwing out so many of them. And I like what he does, like using his mana to just get 1 unit. It's enough. Then he can regen his mana with the statue and can do it again. He realized it, by the way, that his Acolyte is coming. Total gold. Ah, it's only 400 now. Not great, but okay. 400 gold, that Soen has more. It's a town portal. But yeah, Soen is sniping those statues. So he has to decide if using heal or mana regen. Fluid of Accuracy is great though. There is only 2 Raiders at the moment. Not too scary. But Soen is starting this style again. And it is a Boneyard. Okay. A lot of great positions for worms here on AI. So I can see that. But Soen again, going for early Headhunters and Raiders. That's a lot of anti-air plus the Blade Master with the Orb, of course. So small ambushes, but I like that the ghouls are already there in position to it early on. And yeah, it worked in the last game. The end snares on the ghouls, and then they stopped harvesting lumber. That threw him back a little, and especially now with worms, he needs every resource that he can get. On your resource tool, you see already a big difference between gold and lumber. Shouldn't be the case. So, to the Blade Master, of course, is super underwhelming compared to game 1, where we saw 344 critical strike. But hero levels are fine again for Lucifer. 3, 3, 2. So Skeletons out, Frost Armor out, Nova level 2 out, Cold level 2 out. But Soen's army. Is it overwhelming already? We have no Shadowhunter level 3. This position is dangerous. What is he doing there? Usually the first focus lands on the TC, and that's what he does. Big potion being used over the Health Stone. Yes, he moved over the Health Stone. Shadowhunter is still in a bad position. But with his flute and the focus fire, I think the headhunters there, they're like dying like flies. It's crazy. The destroyer is up in the air. First time, I guess we see that. Crossed one hungers, but can't get the kill. Nice stun there. But more and more raiders fall. I feel that Lucifer is able to take this, especially with the worm out. Man, this is such a huge damage boost for him. And this Shadowhunter has to pull the town portal. But the destroyer falls. Gets that last second. So, what do we have? 45 supply for Lucifer. This fight was good for him. Plus the town portal. Only 38 for Soin. And there's no way you can consider an expansion now. This would be super risky. And this, yeah, totally out of position. He couldn't save it anymore. The undead was just there for him immediately. And can't get back from there. Do we have no raiders remaining? Good idea by Lucifer. They are the units that could buy him some time with those base attacks that we saw earlier and on game 1. Because Lucifer always has to respond to this. And he can't really do what he wants. So this helps. And the second big camp for Lucifer here with bone chimes. Meh. But at least the orc doesn't get it. This time he's not going for wave but for endurance aura, so he's catching up in movement speed a little. Still Lucifer with a big supply lead. Soin still wants to take this fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is of course a horrible time for Zappers as the army is there. 2 worms. So much damage, man. Coil, Nova, 2 worms, and flute damage. There's no way Soin can take this fight. He's not going for Banshees this time. Just heavy air and fiends. So this is why he's so passive. Stays at 50. Lucifer is breaking upkeep already. So he's losing gold at the moment to taxes. So he has no units really to spare to send to the laboratory. This could be big if he blows up shop and ziggurats. But he's not focused, as it seems. Blade Master could do it. He's in Windwalk roaming around, but doesn't get a good idea of what Lucifer is doing, who's cleaning the rest of the map, which is now completely empty. Still 3,300 gold remaining. Exactly the same, by the way. How is that possible? When Lucifer was just mining from 4 acolytes the entire time. First Wyvern for more damage output. Piercing damage works well against worms, but on the other side they take a lot of damage from Gargs and the heavy air as well. So much AoE! Destroyers, worms, and Nova. I have zero idea how Soin wants to win this. He's going for the Shadowhunter a little bit. The Kodo Beast just explodes. The SH just explodes. He's nuking him now. Oh boy, this is just an execution. And there's no doubt Lucifer is winning this game. I mean, without the heal wave, without Hex, you can Hex one worm and diminish the damage output a little, but I didn't see that in the first fight. Blade Master attacks the worm. There was a coil. There is another one. It was ready, losing the worm though. Level 3 and 4, big damage upgrade. And there's a fat stomp. He's going for the second worm. He needs the coil on this one. Yep, goes for it. So the fight is a little better than I expected, but in the long run, there's no way. TC falls as well, and this will be the GG. If the Blade Master falls, then for sure. He gets the Kodo instead. So many skeletons. Look at how well he played the Dark Ranger. Always had a Black Arrow on the dying units. And uses the rod of Necromancy, I guess, as well. And there's so much... he's not level... he is level 4 on the Lich with level 2 Frost Armor. Okay, rare to see that. And he can just buy stuff back from the tavern, but not the TC. And this means no stun, no endurance aura. Lucifer lost quite a bit of his heavy air, but his heroes are so strong now. 24 supply only for Soin. It's 40. I mean, there were big losses, but it's only level 4 and 3. It's not like he's close to 5-5. Silence level 2 is not really more common because it just increases the range. If you go for Black Arrow 2, your skeletons are stronger and have more HP, and if you eat them with the Lich, you get more mana back. But since he doesn't have Dark Ritual, yeah. But they are still good damage against Raiders and Headhunters, so this is the reason for the skeletons. And he was forced to do a TP out against 2 heroes and a Headhunter. Okay. But the economy is kind of wrecked. Lucifer has 1 worm in the base, 2 statues, 1 fiend. It all looks fine. 1,600 gold, and still there's no expansion nowhere for Soin. We've seen crazy comebacks, man, of orcs with high-level heroes. So I can see why he's staying in there. He killed like 25 supply in this fight, so it's not like he has no chance. Dark range is close to 4, by the way. But yeah, I think a big mistake by Lucifer to not go for Dark Ritual. Getting all good upgrades. Is he staying at 50? No, he's not. The second worm broke upkeep for him. Soin, of course, upkeep, but he only has his bestiary. No, oh well, no headhunters anymore. So he certainly lacks air, or anti-air. That's a problem because Lucifer has 2 worms and 3 statues that will be morphed. And for the ground, I mean, he pulls the ghouls. They have frenzy now.
Players' forces are under attack.
And a massive supply need. A Blade Master to rule them all. Does he have an invul or something? Oh no. No. Not a single potion. And if Lucifer realizes this, he will just execute the heroes again. There was a level 4 on the Dark Ranger with Silence level 2. What is Soin waiting for? I mean,
A player's
800 gold still remaining. Blade Master a little bit out of position. He wanted to snipe the statue again, which usually he did to a good extent. Well, he killed a few of them. Yeah, he's doubling him. Lucifer could expand here easily. I think he's doing it. Saving a little gold. Attacking again. 5 ghouls! He has 3 raiders, so is hero focus an option? There's no TP on Lucifer's side, but 3 invulns. That should be fine. Lin is out! Defeated again. Wow. Man, Lin! Only 1 point from disqualifier for him. This was not to be expected, man. Yesterday he played like a god and now he drops. But yeah, this fortress doesn't do too much anyway. Tech is gone. We're all in for base race and against 3 raiders and the heroes. Can he win this? I doubt it, man. It's just 6 buildings. One of them is the shop. And yeah, Lucifer is expanding. Yesterday, man, was DouYu Super League semifinals. You should certainly watch that game of Lin vs TH. It was so sick. One of the best human orc matches that I've maybe ever seen. At least the best of 5 was back and forth, man. Unbelievable series. And I think the cast was decent as well, so go check it out on YouTube.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's scouting with the shade, seeing, okay, there is no expansion. He has no tiny Great Hall. This is all he has, so... Lucifer's still mining. There's so many buildings for him. I just don't see him winning this. Like... Kodo will be sniped, and the damage from the Blade Master's gone. We don't see high-level crits. This Lucifer is so scared from overextending. It's ridiculous, man. It's 65 supply versus 40. Just kill that base, man. All the peons are there in the base. He can't hide buildings or anything. He doesn't even have gold. But alright. Maybe he's just enjoying it to have a superior army. Town portal in, but it's too late. Kills the Black Citadel before, so that TP doesn't work anymore. He has to run. Is there a speed scroll where he can escape with? Yes, he can. But maybe this is the final engagement of the day. The game. If someone wins this, I don't know, Lucifer has to fall asleep or something to make this work. There's one invul, there's two invuls, nothing on the Shadow Hunter though. And this damage is just insane. How can he just hope to win this? This is ridiculous. Nice stomp, but he kills every single unit in a matter of seconds. And now it's time for the heroes. Can't. Oh, I got one worm. Second one gets coiled. And that's GG Equalizer in this game. So we still have to decide who will be the opponent of Infi in the winner bracket final. And I hope I can cast this until the end, because I have to leave in 15-20 minutes. Gotta tell Chaco that he can do the rest of the games. So, Lucifer coming back. And that was simply, I think, it all started to spiral out of control. Thanks to the fight at the shop. Where Soin should never ever 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 take this fight. Neo, don't leave us. Sorry, I still have to do my office work. And my boss was already gracious and said I can come in 2 hours early. But yeah, let's see what's going on in Group A and B so far. This is Group A. Infi is there. We have a 1-1 between Soin and Lucifer. So the winner of the next map will face Infi. DH is waiting in the lower bracket. And in Group B, we have this. Lin defeated by Chimiko. Lin defeated by Romantic. According to chat. He lost 2-0, I think. And it's 0-0 between Chimiko and WFZ. Or, no, wasn't it 1-0 for Chimiko? I don't know. But this group is close to a conclusion. But we are still waiting for our last game of the day. And it has started already, so we will be there in a bit. Starshaped said that there's gonna be an all-in by Lucifer. Tier 2 tower push, maybe. It's Soin's map choice. Depends a little. 0-0 between them. Alright, thank you. Why don't you go stream full time? Well, because I can't afford it. It's like the easiest answer. Today and yesterday, your support was incredible. Also Sunday, I guess. But if there's not too much to cast, then obviously we get less money. So it's very unstable income, this streaming thing. And I'm a very conservative guy when it comes to that. So I want to have my rent paid guaranteed. I want to have my insurance paid guaranteed. At the moment, that's not possible at all. I told Chaco that I have to leave, so I think he will take care. So now I can hopefully show you what that means. So here it is. Lucifer's game. Game watching. Boom. Still in protection period for game watching. Please try again later. This is what I mean. So now you saw it, and I didn't make a fool of myself again. Okay, Chaco will cover it. Nice. I would never sack Remo for money, man. What do you think I am? I can't pay Remo. Like, I mean, I am paying Remo, but I wouldn't trade Remo for money. Without Remo, like, maybe he doesn't do most of the work here in this project, but helps me mentally a lot. So without Remo, no Back to Warcraft, and without Back to Warcraft, I don't know. Thank you very much, Selbs, for the donation. €6 coming in. Please pay rent. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys are coming in later now. For April, I have to pay rent twice because my current landlord is a son of a bitch. So this helps a lot. Thank you, guys. And game starts. Last game of the day for me, unfortunately. Oh, it needs to be a fast game. Ooh, I'm gonna be late. Oh, whatever. So hopefully Starshaped is right, and we will see a rush. But I don't think so, man. DK first. Fiends late. Very early Nerubian Tower. On So Inside, it's a Blade Master, it's Grunts. And it's normal. The landlord wants a month notice. I told him that I will leave this flat in January. Usually 3 months is common. And it wasn't sure if I get the other flat. So I only could give the notice in February. So 3 month notice. And now I have to pay April double. Been here for 6 years. Never made any kind of trouble. I said to him, like, he can go into our flat at April 5 or something to renovate it. But still, I have to pay twice. Thank you, asshole.
Forces are under attack.
But whatever. Game time now. Both creeping. Very conservative start for Soen especially. We've seen Fly being super duper aggressive on this very map. And a super early Warmal again, but also a very early tech with the 1 burrow, obviously. So, very conservative stuff, but oh, Lucifer sniping the Renegade Wizard, I like that. Only the Scourge Bone Chimes for him, but it's something, and it's good experience. He gets this fast level 2 this time. So I like this creep route so far. Uncontested by the Blade Master. And yeah, he's just creeping. Stacking up.
Forces are under attack.
Sniping the assassin here for another combat item. Or another permanent item. Same for Lucifer, who's quite tanky with more HP, more armor. 3 months notice is pretty normal in Germany, unfortunately. Gotta get that stability up, right?
Forces are under attack.
So Lucifer is closing this already. This is of course an opening for Zappers. But the DK gets a level 3 for free, basically. Another Gauntlet of Ogre Strength, man. Plus 31. Not plus 31, but 31 strength. This is really tanky for this state of the game. Tier 2 tech is finished. Normal stuff. Thanks to this Renegade Wizard, all is a little bit slower. All is frosted in. Lucifer's tech also slower. He has a 6 Acolyte, by the way, to be prepared for whatever kinds of harass. So, very, very fast level 3 DK. I'm pretty impressed, but also I don't like that Soen is so passive. I mean, he has level 3 now. I think for the first time in this series, right, that he can roam around with the Blade Master from the beginning of Tier 2. So this could be a different game than what we've seen before. Tier 3, Beastery, Shadowhunter, no surprise, first attack upgrade as well. But again, only one Beastery. Dust being bought, and Tier 3 tech on Lucifer's side as well with the Slaughterhouse. This time, no early Shade. Can he do this with 2 grunts? Lucifer is scouting for this, but he's too far away to punish him at all. It's just distracting, but for Lucifer this is not too bad, as he doesn't need the leveling super hard. But yeah, this is Soen's time now, and he's spending it on creeping. This of course takes more time, but yeah, Blade Master. Ooh, did he dodge it? Wow, he dodged the dust. That was sweet. And now he's gonna get the Sasquatch most likely, if he's not finishing him with the Corno. Oh, he has to expose himself, and he didn't get it. He get the Wand of Lightning Shield, which can be tremendous later on when there's Storm, because the unit then can't be moved for a few seconds. But of course, it can be dispelled. Or you can burrow, whatever. Tier 3 is almost done. And so far, I think if you leave the Undead alone, then Lucifer just has a good game. The first Raider, yeah, this time the Raider Scout didn't work. This time he got caught and punished immediately. 4 Fiends out. But once Tier 3 is finished, we will see the real game here. More Raiders, reinforced defenses, so the burrows aren't that easy to attack. And the Lich made good progress here. Level 2 for him. Well thought out strategy by Lucifer, as it seems. Not too many undeads like this map, but it's in a state where you don't veto it anymore. Ooh, Blade Master comes in, but he can't prevent it. That is Nova out. So, the Shadowhunter. He got up to level 2, got a Scroll of the Beast, but there's gonna be the spell soon. Oh, and Snare on the Lich. This could hurt him pretty hard. Nice hacks, but oh boy, he was just a tiny bit too late. A little bit out of position with the Blade Master to finish the job here, and then the DK was out of Hex and got the coil out. On the other side, there's still 2 big spots for Soen to creep. Well, with this one, 3. But I think this is going to get to Lucifer.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's no opening, there's no zapper movement here for the young Korean Orc Star. And we have an early Berserker, aware that the air units were just way too strong on game 2. Pillage coming in as well. So we have this Raider Lamp most likely, or it's already prepared. It's not a cheap upgrade. That one attack basically makes up for it already. WFZ 1-1 against... Oh, let's see, you got that? Oh, he slut-starved! And he picked it up with the Snail DK. It was the Belt of Giant Strength, so we got both of the big items from the Naturals. TC is coming in, and let me remind you, there's still this Wand of Lightning Shield, and boy, does this hurt now or what? Nice area of effect. He's hurting his own units a little bit, but with the Storm, as I said, this is so much damage now. But the Blade Master is suffering a little, has an Invo Potion. TC has another Storm, uses it well on 2 Fiends if he's using it now. Ah, doesn't even need it. Invo Potion used, there we go, on 3 Fiends. Shadowhunter is out of mana, has to retreat, and that's why the Speed Scroll has been pulled as the Blade Master is still under the protection! Oh, I thought he's calling the Blade Master, but no, there was no follow-up, so he just got the Berserker, but that's a level up as well. And more experience for Lucifer. The old man is playing this game very well. And Soin is under pressure here. More Headhunters, more another Kodo Beast. But he's preparing 4 Banshees, 4 Destroyers, if he does... Oh, he has the first Destroyer up already. This engagement really well done. By the ESWC winner of 2006. So in the first game, Lucifer really got thrown off by something. It didn't went too well for him. But so far, game 2 was great. Game 3 looks good for him as well. As barely a level 3 Shadowhunter. TC is still level 1. He has more lightning shields though. And Soin going for a greedy Great Hall. He just lost the fight. And he's investing 680 gold to get that expo up. This will take some time to pay off. His hero levels are good, but the Blade Master's inventory is still not perfect. There's no claw. Oh, he's going adept. So maybe possession. That means the game will be a little slower again, as he's waiting for the master upgrade. Is it time for the zappers now? But that would be another huge investment. If he goes for Tiny Great Hall and Zapper... Wait. Oh, he has a Town Ball on the Shadow. I was just about to say, if he gets trapped here, oh boy. And he does, but Town Ball's out immediately, gets the experience, finally a Claw. Snipes a Headhunter. So, kind of expensive, but okay-ish still. With the Claw being found. 50-50, but Soin breaks upkeep first. Or was it just a mistake? No, he's still breaking upkeep with the 300 gold bank and the expansion in the back. Lucifer's upgrade is still coming through. No master upgrade queued. He has no resources for it at the moment. Is he following him into upkeep? Yes, he is. But how much of that is currently there? 5 supply is missing, 8 supply is missing. So this is a 50 supply army. For Soin it looks a little better. 1 Invo Potion, that's it. No mana, no clarity, nothing. Mana Potion on the Death Knight, Invo Potion on the Dark Ranger, big Invo on the Lich. Is this the right timing, or should he wait a little longer? Banshee in the base, and Statue in the base. This is 5 supply missing, and the Statue... There's still 8 supply missing. I don't know, guys. I really don't. 2 misses in a row thanks to the curse. Invo Potion being used immediately and Shop in the back. Look at all the misses here. The Banshee is doing a phenomenal job. Nova went to the front line, getting rid of 1. The position is of course great with the DK blocking there. A lot of the army can't really reach. Only the Headhunters. Next Storm coming in. DK is hurt, but gets the town portal. Didn't hurt the Echo line too much. And can't get the Kodo Beast, so the Fiend won't come back. Good play by Soin. Who lost a bit, but as long as the Echo is running, all good. Why don't you wait? Maybe he saw, okay, the position will be good. Maybe he wanted to snipe more peons and then get out. And was, like, surprised that Soin is there. But the map is empty. Where else should he be but at his expansion? And Lucifer's being aggressive again. Blade Master still healing up. Still curse on him. Damage is dangerous for this Blade Master. And he's going for that position right away again. Doesn't have the DK up front this time. And this is more damage towards the peons. Ready to trade for a Fiend. But yeah, Lucifer seems to be lacking damage. I like how the peons are now kind of protected or ignored. TC though, only level 2. He needs to open up that spot. Coil Nova, can he get in range for a potion? No way! He killed him before! He had something in his inventory but didn't use it. And now he's without the aura, he's without Storm. Can he still make it though? He's backed against the corner there as well. Is there a Town Portal for Lucifer? Doesn't seem like it. The Lich has none, the DK has none, the Dark Ranger has none as well. But there is still good Coil Nova damage here. But oh, no mana on the Lich anymore. He's just a right clicker at this point. But Soin seems to be overextending, losing another Raider almost. And another Headhunter. So only 49 supply. But as I said, the reinforcements for him are coming in so fast. Is he buying his TC back at the altar? Yes, it doesn't take that much time on level 2, so that's fine. But it looks like Lucifer can break this expo. Can't really be approached with all the melee. There are 4 melee units. Plus the Blade Master, which is like half a melee unit. And therefore, he can't re-engage without the TC, without the stun, and breaks this Great Hall. It has paid off, but you really want it for the long run. And now, but now the great position for him is gone. It's a double-edged sword. He's going for the DK as he knows that there's no TP, but there's an invul, there is a heal potion. He snipes the Kodo right away. The Kodo didn't eat. Oh boy, this is a mistake. And he loses both of them. So Lucifer on a roll here, killing more and more units. How's the mana situation? 1 coil, that's it. He has more. He has a potion and he takes care of this Voodoo Lounge before. TC is back. He needs great stuns. Still no possession being usable here. But that's constantly curse on the Blade Master. Misses. It misses a crit. And also the TC is missing a lot. So it's tons of damage going down the drain. Finally the Raiders are able to find the casters. And that was a nice storm. Finally he gets some kills done. And he's still dwindling in supply. Level 4 for him. Critical strike available now. But again, Lucifer standing strong. Lucifer standing tall. Reproduces units, and now possession is finished. He has the mana. The Kodo Beast would be the best thing, I guess, to steal it. That would be a 20% damage swing in the army. He's killing all the shops. Lucifer is pulling a lot of good strings right here. Here we go. 1 destroyer still up. The TC falls again. No chance against this Coil Nova. The Kodo Beast is saved by the bell. But that's about it, I guess, man. Statues are gone. So the focusing of Soin is decent. But I think the damage is just too high. He has still a mana potion. There's still invul potions. Where's the Dark Ranger? Ah, there. Right next to the Fiend. Needs a coil on this one. Gets it. Soin is down to 45. Another kill thanks to the long range Lich. But the destroyer falls. Oh no, he's not! He devoured something, gets some health back, and then the coil was available. Great play by Lucifer. He played this so well. From the end of the fight here, of the first fight here, he played it so well. I thought, okay, the second coming is a little too ambitious, but he was right, I was wrong. But there's still a Blade Master level 4 and still a Shadow Hunter. So as long as they are there, the game is not over. I need to leave, guys. I really need to leave. Can you get a Purge? No, we can't. And he stole all the invul potions. This is so great. And the shop is gone. There's still a Kodo Beast. He sees it. Punishes it with a destroyer. How much damage is this? 40? Yeah, 4 hits. And he gets the feedback. No, a little more than 4. This is a lost destroyer, but could also be a re-engagement. The army is a little spread for Lucifer. So it's fine. He gets almost a destroyer for free. He's ensnared for quite a long time. Abomination is coming in against the Raiders, but this 5 supply unit falls. We do have a level 5 decay though, with 2 coils remaining. But we also have a level 4 Shadowhunter. Finally he snipes, and that was important because the Abomination would be a huge loss. It's hero focus only. But on both sides, as it seems. Nova is available in a bit. Has another skeleton, eats it immediately. Well, Nova to get the A-bomb back for the second time. This is just played right. Suffers or sacrifices the Abomination for this hero focus, and everything is so low. The shop is up. Can he afford potions? Yes, he can. 500 gold for Soin. Of course, he's fighting hard for this, not to lose this. Lower bracket, severely hard, and nobody wants to face TH. I have to leave in 5 minutes the latest. And then I have to shut down the stream. There's no way, no other way. Soin is hiding in his base. Lucifer obviously doesn't want to go in because there's a shop, there's a burrow. But here we go again. Nail in the coffin time or what? This game goes on for, what is it? 20 minutes already. This is kind of normal, I guess. Still haven't seen possession. Main gold mine is almost dry. Can he save money for a tiny Great Hall? No. No way. Lucifer expanding again? Seems like it. We have another donation, by the way. Thank you, Master Debater 1007 for 10 bucks. Please keep the dream alive, Neo. I hope so. And Cripsy has subscribed for 5 months. Get Grubby for a Coastcast sometime. He is great. Well, I'm aware that Grubby is great. Depends on Grubby only. He's always invited to our casts. And yeah, they are the Acolytes for the expansion. Must be an all-in for Soin now.
A town is under siege.
Because there's no way he can get the money for a tiny Great Hall. And Lucifer is engaging, making sure that his expo is coming up. And this might be the final fight. I hope we see all of it. Possession is coming! Does it get through? No! Ensnare is getting it. And yeah, there's no possession here. Oh, there's no mana on this one. Curse is on, so that's fine. Nuking the Kodo Beast. Can he get it? There's a second one. Nice stun. There's another Banshee in the back, but no mana. Abomination is coming as well. Once again, the army of Lucifer is widely spread. 35 supply only, but the heroes are so strong. Shadowhunter a little bit out of position. There's no curse anymore on this Blade Master, so he does full damage. But he's in danger. Oh, the TC is surrounded. Does he have enough damage, or can he fight out the ladder? But there's a coil soon. Oh boy. A kingdom for a mana potion here. Eat the skeletons. He does. And everything is so hurt for Soin. TC is out of the fight. Blade Master is out of the fight. More reinforcements for Lucifer streaming in. Even the Acolytes, he's making sure, like, he's not expanding with them. He's just using them as food for the Lich. For more Nova. There's one stomp. There's also a coil. And Lucifer taps out. This is it. Not Lucifer taps out. Lucifer wins, obviously. Soin taps out. I'm sorry. And that's it for today, guys. Chaco will cover the rest. It's Infi versus Lucifer and TH versus Soin in Group B. I'm sorry I can't stay longer, but, you know, work.